Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bringing you our 2013 NFL Draft Special for the San Diego Chargers. We're going to take a look at every last selection the Chargers made, and we're going to hand out draft grades. We're also going to give you some undrafted free agents that you want to keep an eye on.
The Chargers came into this draft on a mission. They wanted to improve the offensive line and get better defensively, especially in the front seven. And when you look at DJ Fluker out of Alabama, I actually like that selection. I know they were kind of hard pressed due to the fact that 3 tackles went in the top 7, and they had no choice but to take Fluker. But this is a good football player. I think he's going to do fine for that Chargers offensive line. And also Tariq Williams out of Florida International. Saw him a lot play in the Sun Belt Conference, a guy that's going to transition from the defensive end position to an outside edge rusher. I like that selection as well. And Brad Sorensen out of Southern Utah, a guy that can instantly compete with Charlie Whitehurst for the backup duties. Now, what I like most about the Chargers draft is that with the first 3 selections, that's round 1, 2, and 3, they came away with 3 guys that were graded out as first-round prospects. Number 1 being Manti Te'o, the outstanding inside linebacker. And you can say what you want about Te'o. I noticed the guy got better each and every year he played for Notre Dame. His best football is still ahead of him, improved in coverage, and that's something people wanted to see last season, and he was able to do that this year. And also Keenan Allen out of Cal, another guy that I graded out as a first-round prospect. Reminds me a lot of Brandon Marshall that plays for the Bears. Allen is a super athletic target that can play the split. He can also play the slot. You can put him anywhere on your offense and he will be productive. Ignore the 40 time and the lack of combine workout. I think this guy will be a star at the next level. He can also help them out as a returner. So when you look at Fluker, Allen, and Te'o, the Chargers made out like bandits in this year's draft. The one element I didn't like about the Chargers draft is that there were better options on the board at cornerback other than Steve Williams in the 5th round. Maybe Jordan Poyer sitting right there would have been a better option. Rod Sweeting out of Georgia Tech. Some better options there available for San Diego if they want to improve their secondary. Some undrafted free agents that could surprise and make the roster. You look at Josh Johnson out of Purdue. Saw him down at the East-West Shrine game. Held his own all week in press coverage. Did a great job as well in off-man. So I like his ability to fit on his team as a sub-defender. And you look at Luke Tasker out of Cornell. Covered Cornell a lot this year, looking at their quarterback Jeff Matthews, and his favorite target was Luke Tasker, the son of Bills wide receiver Steve Tasker. This guy runs excellent routes and definitely catches everything thrown his way. And Frank Beltre out of Towson is another guy that we covered a lot at Football Game Plan, small college football. He's a tremendous pass rusher off the edge, a disruptive force, and it blows my mind that this guy is virtually unheard of. I think the Chargers got a real steal with Beltre. Look for him to make a lot of noise this preseason. The Chargers get a solid A for the draft, in my opinion. You look at what they had to do coming in. They had to get better on the offensive line, and considering the circumstances, they still were able to get a top-tier tackle in DJ Fluker. They also got 2 first-round graded prospects in Keenan Allen and Manti Te'o. Both guys can be instant starters from day one. And even the depth of the draft, getting guys like a Tariq Williams and a Brad Sorensen to compete with Charlie Whitehurst. I think they came out like bandits. They addressed depth. They got frontline starters. Overall, the Chargers did a very solid job. And I want to give a huge shout out to Charger fan forums for always showing Football Game Plan support.